Hi, it's Michelle Turner. Welcome to day 6. Today I am going to start with some weights. Now, for the most part, I'm going to be doing the whole 30-dayer with bands because, again, I'm about movement, balance, counterbalance, rotation, getting out of pain, having a better back, having better function, learning how to move again. This isn't a huge weight program. Anything that I'm teaching you, though, like if I'm teaching you how to do this with a 5-pound weight, heck, you could go to 25-pound weights. That's fine. You can take it to a different level. I'm just not going to go there with this kind of YouTube thingy. I'm just here to teach you little tidbits so you can work and move better, more efficiently. Again, I'm 50, if you're 60, 70, those kind of things, you realize your body seems to be aging differently than you want it to. Hopefully this is for you. 5-pounder, and I don't care if you use a can of soup. Do you know what I mean? Anything that lets you to oppose your force is what you're looking for, more so than the strength. But again, I'm trying to teach you the difference between an isolated muscle response and functional muscles. So just sort of like what we did yesterday with the bands, now you feel comfortable. If it's not comfortable on your wrist to go here, you might want to go here, or you actually might want to hold on to the weight, something to grip onto. Because again, as we age, people have carpal tunnel, all those kind of things. By the way, I need to teach it. That's an easy fix. But so again, I'm not going to go here, but I'm going to go back to here, just on my knuckles. I'm just here. Again, this could be the side of your bed. It doesn't have to be per se a workout bunch. Again, this is what's considered isolated rotation. I'm going to go down, not so necessarily to reach the floor, and then coming up. And just a light, and you can see my back dip. Get used to the movement. And then start thinking about your feet, right? So now I'm going to go down, and as I go up, transferring my weight back to my foot, my right foot, and then back over down to my right hand dropping. Now, same thing if I wanted to go over to my left knee, and this is getting up off the floor. I'm going to be teaching you how to do that. As I bring it up, go over to my left knee. Down, over to my right foot in a sense, to my left knee. Oh, another stance too, you can have your hand off the bench this way too. Here, over to my knee, down. One of the things that really ages us is because our pelvis just doesn't move. You get down off the floor, you're stuck because you can't do this weight transfer. This is what I'm teaching you how to do. Now, more advanced, I'm going to go down with the knee. Now again, if you don't want to touch the floor, you can have the weight something like this. And here. What this is doing, it's teaching you again that weight transfer, strengthening the muscles this way through your leg and coming up. Now I'm going to do this to face you just so you can see it. So the original move, right? Just here, twisting through. Now again, down and then back up through the rear foot. And then drop down to the rear foot. And then, again, after 10, 15 of those, back over to the knee. See more how I'm twisting as I'm moving to and fro. If you find that's too much, again, go back to the weights. I want you to do both sides of that. Now that I'm here, now we're going to try to do a little bit with 2 weights. They make these down quite novel. 1 pound, I can't stress enough, can of soup, whatever works for your system, please. I don't want any at all this 30 days to cause pain or discomfort. if you're going to have pain, you're not going to learn how to move properly around the pain or how not to create the pain. So in this position here, I'm going to pretend I'm dropping the weights. But again, I'm going to twist. I'll move the knees so you can see I'm twisting. I can keep one weight up here. So again, I'm twisting. My objective is not to keep the spine per se straight, but I want to stay upright. What I want to start doing is loosening or fanning out the rib cage here. Here it'll contract again and it'll fan out. Now I'm going to do the same on the other side. You might find this is difficult. You might have had a stroke and find these difficult. I'm looking for the rotation. I'm not looking for, again, high power skill just yet. So after you get comfortable with both sides, now notice when I do this, so I can twist out. Again, I'll bring my knees here so you can see. So I can either twist out or I can twist in. Right? But notice I'm not here slunched over trying to do this. So it's not that I want my back straight. I want to stay upright, but I'm looking for that bend here to here. Again, if you want to take it to another level, drop the weights down a little bit so they're here. And notice I'm not touching the floor per se, but I'm getting a little bit further. So now you know how I like to include feet. This is where we're going to start advancing a bit more. It's not going to seem like much. When I say press your right foot into the floor, see, I'm not doing ooh, where I have upper quadrant momentum. Just put my foot in the floor, right? So, going down with the right, push down with the left foot, down with the right hand. Get used to that movement. And just feel what it's like. After about 10 or 15 of these, now leave the left foot alone. I want you to go down and press off with the right foot as you come up. Again, do 10 or 15 of these, come back. Now I want you to do, right foot down and dropping it. And now drop it down, twist it, left foot up. So now what I want you to do, after you get used to that, more complex one is a circle. So I'm dropping down. Again, I'm teaching you what? How to balance, counterbalance. You can do it up this way here just to show you, right? So I'm dropping it down to the right, as to the left foot, right foot. So it's sort of like you're boxing, that kind of thing, but slow. Left foot, right hand, left hand, left foot, and just feel yourself coming around your system. This kind of coordination, oh my God, getting out of the car, getting up from a chair, you've just gotten out of surgery. You don't realize how we forget how to use these movements from our feet into our body. We do so much where we tighten here and expect to get our bodies up. No, it's about using everything. So I can be here with this. If you want to get maraches and do it that way, that's fine too. And then I can go all out. But left foot, left, that's how I'm pressing. Notice I'm not trying to, I can't even do it, get out here. This is an isolated, any of these things, I'm telling you, no offense, at our age, your chances of a shoulder injury are so great. You don't want to do anything right now with rotation that takes you away from home. If you do that, if you want to do something like that, drop the weights. So yeah, you can do this kind of thing. But again, look at how much my body has to sway. If I'm here straight, your tongue starts coming out. Those are the things, it's like you're just not getting this. Slow it down. Those kind of things. If you want to do that, we'll do that again with the bands. And I'm going to hook the bands to the door and sitting. And these will be some of the sitting exercises. Very similar to what we were doing yesterday with the bands. Now in this one though, I'm going to bring the weights down and back up to the ceiling versus, so the bands before were underneath, so I was using my resistance. Here I'm using my resistance this way. So from the left, and again, soup cans, whatever, here, rotation. To the right. Rotation. You should start feeling a lot more of a participation from your body, from your feet, all of this. Now as I bring down the left, I can do it with the left foot. The right foot, right hand. And then cross access. Left foot, right hand. So your body, your spine should almost feel like a little rowboat as your feet are alternating going into the floor as you're doing the weights. Again, you've got weights on, take a break when you need them. The one thing, like I said, I don't like about weights in that aspect, again, when you're worried about your strength, bands you can always let go. Technically, you know what, you're not going to hurt your floor unless you've got tile. Let them go. But this action might be difficult for some people, whereas the bands, you can already have them here ready to go and just use again. So the resistance with the bands coming from the floor on up, and from the weights, gravity is your friend here, and then the other one, you're opposing gravity. So that's why I'm a big proponent of the bands. You're really opposing gravity. You're using all of these things. And again, I don't have weights here. This is a nice quote. I hate to use the word stretching, but elongating and just feeling. We're going to be doing more where we're going to put the bands up, and then we're going to be pulling down kind of thing. There's so many things you can do with this, but you should really by now start feeling movement going on in your system that you're not used to. Now again, I'm giving you, this isn't going to be one of those, okay, 10 reps, 8, 7, 6, that's not my game. I'm here to teach you movement. I expect you to just play like a kid. It's not about doing it right, it's about doing it, and just it's playing and doing all of those things. But those should start giving you enough idea of how to incorporate your weights differently if that's what you use, and also the bands differently. I would love to know what you think. I've had some nice comments. Thank you very much. Subscribe because you're going to be getting these every day. Like my channel. I'm on Facebook and all of that, so I can see you there. If you're not sure if what you're doing, put a video on Facebook. Ask me questions. That's what I'm here about. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.
The Newborn Movement Assessment Guide is available at Amazon.com and at the newbornmovementassessment.com website.
By joining this exciting community, you will learn how to help infants from the moment that they enter the world and change the lives of countless children and families. Out of necessity to help a globally delayed child, Michelle Turner, Movement Integration Specialist, created Movement Lesson to benefit children throughout the world.